Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new game. In fact, it's so new that it's actually out yet. This is called Satisfactory. It is a... If you've ever played Minecraft Tekkit, kind of like that. We're going to be playing on the grass fields map thing, because it's open and flat. And we're just going to call the session name RainbowDave. Session name's already in use. Oh yeah, RainbowDave 1 because I already had a session called RainbowDave. It is technically online only, but you can play it single player. And the reason that I've gone in from the menus here is because it's got a really, really cool intro that I want you guys to see. It's very kind of Portal-esque with the intro. Very Valve style. very, very unique. And cool, and it is a bit talky, so I'm gonna sit back, relax once this loads, and let you enjoy the intro.
Attention Pioneer. The following instructional video is a summary of your impending duties as an exoplanetary pioneer for Fixit Incorporated. Fixit Pioneers have 3 cyclical assigned pillars of work to ultimately accomplish project assembly. Use provided blueprints to build the necessary buildings. Chart the planet and gather resources to provide desired results and improve your infrastructure. Make sure to report any unusual discoveries to R&D for analysis. Expand your factories, outposts, and pipelines through automation and augmentation. That's it. Get to work and be effective. Warning, planetfall imminent. Please remain seated during full procedure. Atmospheric entry in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Planetfall procedure initialized.
How's that for an intro? So we land here on this alien planet. Timed perfectly. Still don't have control here. This is all this is all cutscene.
Remember, efficiency first.
So this is our first view of the planet kind of thing that we're on. And the aim of this game is just to build a big factory. You might remember a while back I played Factorio. Very, very similar, but 3D.
Welcome to Planet Massage 2 ABB, your designated sector in the binary star system of Akija. I am Ada, also known as Artificial Directory and Assistant, tasked to support pioneers, such as you, in their mission. You are the third of your sector to survive planetfall. Congratulations.
So Ada's going to talk to us periodically and just shout things at us.
Welcome to onboarding.
Now I have played significantly farther than this. We just need to get rid of this.
Dismantle the drop pod. The resulting materials will be repurposed to construct a habitat and utility base, from now on referred to as the hub. Note: Fixit Incorporated is cost-effective and
I do need to be careful about cliffs because yeah, these do have issues.
Second objective: Please ensure you have your Fixit incorporated Xeno Zapper equipped before leaving the drop zone.
This is just a cattle prod,
According
basically.
to Fixit regulations, every pioneer should have access to a means of defense against extraterrestrial threats.
So that big thing over there, we'll be going near it, but it's completely harmless. It's, if you see just above the reticle there, those little guys are problematic. So we gotta scan for resources. Let's do that real quick now, because I need to find some iron. There we go. I am gonna pick up leaves because these are gonna be super useful later in the game. So there's going to be a point where you're basically just deforesting this planet.
This consumable possesses minor healing properties.
And yes, healing is going to be a thing as well. 152 leaves. A bit more would be nice. Okay, where's the iron again? Should be... Ah, it's just down here. So this is where we're going to set up our first base. And this thing is going to charge at me. But we can fight it with the Xeno Zapper. And I punched it to dead. I'll pick up the carapace. In theory, I should, like... I should...
I recommend analysis.
Like, analyze it, but I can't right now. So we gotta grab some iron ore, and it should in a second tell me to put down a base. Yes. But I'm gonna get the rest of this iron ore first, then we'll put down the hub. There we go. I'm going to learn from something I did last night, which is I put the hub up there last night, and that just ended up badly. So the hub can go down there. And we need to configure the hub terminal to here 0, hub upgrade 1. Select milestone, and we need iron rods, 10 of them.
Hub upgrade, storage and power. Note.
So crafting is very easy. You just select what you want to craft, and it basically does it automatically. Refining iron into iron ingots is pretty quick, but obviously refining those iron ingots into iron pieces of equipment are a lot faster. I can just double click over here on that to get this, and we'll get the hub upgrade done straight away. We've got some emails about creature remains. This is just what I've already been told. There's some tutorials here if they are needed, but I kind of know what I'm at. So this over here is a biomass burner. This will be extremely useful later on as we move through.
Connect buildings to a generator for power.
Let's get up hub upgrade 2. We'll need copper now, which does mean we'll have to go and find copper. But first, let's
smelting process and use portable miners for optimal results.
And it is hinting that we will need portable miners and smelters. They are super useful. They are a lot faster at mining than we are. But you might have noticed that I immediately went to big huge spike. How much? 10, 10, 10 and 10. Okay. So let's get 10 of these made. And 10 of these made. So that is the iron bit of what we'll need. Done. What I'm going to do now is hold down C, and we're going to scan for copper ore. Just press C a couple of times. I happen to know, yep, there's copper ore just up behind this, because I was playing this last night and I was wondering, oh, are the worlds dynamically generated? I guess they might be, like, further out, but this starting area is 100% set in stone, so I kind of know where I'm going for various resources, because I've played significantly more than I maybe should have last night. Let's, again, deal with this. And we will need some healing in a second. We have the berries that'll heal us up. So I'll just show you real quick what happens when you do the berries. They go into your hand and you just eat them. There's flower petals to have more berries. No, I don't. So let's get the Xenos apple back in. This is what the copper ore looks like. If I just hold down E, you can see we're mining that very nicely. And this is kind of how, this is your generic start to the game, is just kind of get materials very slowly. Copper is actually the more important one to get, because as you proceed through the game, am I short 1 copper? I think I'm short 1 copper, so I'm just going to grab another copper ore there. I want to get the next hub upgrade, and then we'll start working on actually automating some mining. Because this is a game where you want to automate as much as you possibly can and get it running really efficiently. If your stuff isn't working efficiently, you're not doing it right. And you're going to find that if your stuff's not working efficiently, you're just going to end up running through more and more and more and more issues. So let's refine these into copper ingots. If I wanted to, I could build a smelter, which requires the copper wires, which I don't have at the moment because they require copper ingots. And what a smelter does is it just refines the ores into the raw ingots. And as things go on, you get constructors which refine those ingots into, we'll say, wire or rods or plates or cables. But for now, we don't need the copper ingots. The good thing about copper is you can only really turn it into wire, so I've just realized that I was way over what I needed for copper. Holy cow. So you can just turn all the copper into wire straight away. Put 50 in there. Upgrade the hub to level 2. And that gets us a nice little house area. As well as new scannable resources, which is limestone. And a stone scanner. And what I'm going to now start doing is get an equipment workshop.
Use power poles to expand the
which
power
requires
for optimal results.
iron plates.
Constructors are capable of constructing copious parts, of which only one type at a time.
How much does a smelter cost? I should have made... Dang it. I should have actually made smelters there. And you might have noticed as well that there are different grades of like purity. This is pure iron ore. Down here is impure. Pure will get you 6 ores per tick. Here you can see, and then 12 at the end. Impure will get you 1 at a time, and then there's, I think it's like normal or good over at the copper. That'll get me 2 ores at a time. And that's actually very important to know, because as you move forward and as you kind of start trying to optimize, you're going to want to know, well, how much copper ore goes into this, and how much do I need to smelt, and how do I smelt it, and let's see, is it impure, it's all impure. The iron ore around here isn't very high quality, which is fine, and you might notice I'm just spamming iron ore at the moment, because iron ore is super important right off the bat. You know, the game straight up says, as soon as you come in, oh, you might want to get iron. It's probably the most important resource right now. And as more resources get unlocked, they actually start becoming important, because here you can see for hub upgrade 3 we need 10 concrete, which we don't have. That comes from limestone, which you can actually see a limestone deposit just over there. If you're wondering what that is, there's also a limestone outcrop. Just here I think is the limestone outcrop, if memory serves. That's bauxite. Where's the limestone outcrop? I could have sworn that was limestone. Oh, the limestone outcrop might be over there? I'm not sure. There was a limestone outcrop, so bauxite is going to be a material later, I guess. Could have sworn that was a limestone outcrop last night when I was playing. So maybe some of the outcrops and stuff are randomly generated. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start automating mining, which is going to require an equipment workshop, first of all, which means I need 6. Actually, I can set that on a to-do. 6 iron plates and 6 iron rods. So we got enough for the 6 iron rods. And now we just need enough for the 6 iron plates, which we now have, because I already had 3 in my inventory. We can pop down an equipment workshop over here, like, you know, now that I've actually got this base built properly, it's going to be a lot easier to make my way around. Pop that down there like that. The equipment workshop, I want to set a to-do on a... Oh, I can't. Oh, that's annoying. So I need 4 cables and 4 iron plates to build an auto miner. And the auto miner is super useful. It's not very fast, but it is very cheap. And it just helps a lot. So that should be enough for the auto miner. So I'll build one of these, just for now. Just the one will do for now. And we will pop it up over here. So how to get the auto miner working? You go into your, you press tab to open up your inventory, put it into the hand slot, close down the inventory, pop it down on literally any deposit what you want. It'll do a bit of a jiggle. Make sure that it's actually set up a deposit, and then deploy a big old drill that immediately starts producing ore. Now that ore is going to be produced at a faster rate than I'm willing to deal with it. So the next thing that I logically want to build is going to be a smelter, which I'm now going to put into my to-do list. We have enough wire, we need 5 iron rods, and we are going to need to... Can I produce... Oh, yes, perfect. So we can now produce 5 iron rods, and we've got enough for that. I'm also going to, this is going to sound really just out of nowhere right now, produce some biomass from the leaves. You'll see what this is for in a minute. And that's produced 234, exactly, brilliant. So let's get a smelter and pop it down. Let's say here like this. Right there will do. I will now need to be very smart, put down a power pole, which I can't right now because I'm missing iron rod and concrete, so I'll just put down a power line from that generator over to the... I don't have cable. Okay, that's fine, so we'll just produce some cable here. Things that you need to worry about. Just hook that up to power, set this up to deal with iron ingots, and we can shove our 113 iron ore, well 100 iron ore in to there, and into the biomass generator we can put the biomass. It all makes sense now. We're consuming 4 megawatts. You can see that it's working away there, chomping away on the leaves. That is now producing iron ingots quite quickly, which is actually great because I want as much iron as I can get. And the next thing that I'll want to be building really is actually going to be, I'm just double checking here, yeah, it's actually going to be another, let's say 2 portable miners. So I need 8 cable, I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm also going to need, this is a bit awkward here, also going to need 8 iron plates. So if I go over here, 1, 2, 3, need to produce more iron ingots apparently. 3, 4, 5, 6. And if I go over to the smelter, I can grab the last of the iron out of here. I say the last, 28 iron, and there's no more iron ore in my inventory, so I can't add more to that, and we can just produce 2 more iron plates. And we'll get the powerful miner down there. In fact, we can get 2 of them down, which is going to be great. And these, I have no idea what that is, by the way, but it scares me that it's just kind of flying ominously overhead constantly. There's a day-night cycle in the game, as you're seeing. We're going into night now. And we're not really going to get all that much farther today. I'm going to keep this to about half an hour. Because I can play this game for hours on end. It is so enjoyable. And something that I've kind of noticed is there's always something that I find I need to do. Like, I'm always trying to like save up for something, or trying to later on in the game trying to optimize something. That is just places that I haven't been yet over there. But we are going to need... That's the wrong menu. I've done that so much. We're going to need to pop down auto miners here. So let's tab out. You can put down an auto miner there. And we'll put down an auto miner here. And the reason I'm putting these 2 down is because it'll speed up copper production. You can see already we're 10 ingots here, 6 ingots there, and we can run over and process the copper. What I'm going to want to do next is build a second smelter just for the copper. It will eventually be swapped into iron, because I want to build a factory kind of area over at my base here. So the everything over in this area here is going to be iron based. I am going to... If you're enjoying this, by the way, please do leave a like and let me know that you want to see more, because I can definitely do a series on this. So I'm going to want to do a smelter. We're going to need 48 wire, which should be relatively easy to get together from the ingots we have. We have exactly enough for the... Oh, we need 8 wire, which you already have. It's iron rods we need, and we need 5. And in fact, I can't do a second smelter. We've hit a stumbling block here, because this only has 1 electronic connection. I can only connect 1 item to the biomass burner. I can only connect 1 line to the smelter. If I want to connect more, I'm going to have to put down a power pole, but to build a power pole, I need concrete. So let's do a quick scan just to verify here that there is a limestone deposit just over there. Yes. And we're going to grab some limestone out of the deposit there, bring it over, and make some concrete out of it. Now, I am going to need to get the Xeno Zapper back equipped, because we are going to definitely need the Xeno Zapper. You can see there's a thingy there. Ole. Dealt with. And so far, every mineral deposit or stone deposit that I've come up to has had a pure deposit like this. I don't know if that's true of every deposit, but every one I've come across so far has had a pure deposit. So I'm just going to pick all of this up, and we're going to craft some concrete out of it, which can actually go towards the hub upgrade as well. I think we're going to get the second smelter going and grab the hub upgrade, and then I'll call it an episode, because then we've got kind of some interesting stuff going on. The hub upgrades, as they go along, they do actually add more and more stuff. You can see that in the last one we got a little house. Eventually the hub will be quite large. It kind of expands upwards and not outwards, which is why I'm willing to put stuff like right in front of it. But it does expand. Let's just craft some concrete here, which is going to be far more than we actually need, but that's fine. It takes 3 limestone per concrete. That's something I didn't actually know. And we can pop 10 concrete in. Oh, we need 75 iron plates, which means I need to grab that out of there, go up to the auto miner over here, This is what the game is like pre-full automation. If I had this fully automated, I could just go to like an area where I had all of the iron plates ready already. But as of yet, I don't have it automated, so we've only got enough for 46 iron plates, which isn't enough. As well as that, we're going to need to craft some screws and some reinforced iron plates. Now, to craft reinforced iron plates, I actually need even more iron plates. So, if we look at the recipe for reinforced iron plates, it's 4 iron plates and 24 screws. So you can see that it kind of builds up nicely. However, what we can do is build a power pole here. And if I go into delete mode, I can delete this power line. Or dismantle. Hook that up to there, hook that up to there. I don't have enough cable. Somehow I didn't think of building enough or making enough cable, so we'll just do that. We can now hook that up to there. And that's our smelter going again. Do I have enough to build a second smelter? I need some iron rods, which I can conveniently make from the iron that has already been processed. So now we can get a second smelter on the go, right beside the one that we've already placed down. And we can set this one to do copper. I should, in theory, have some copper, or no, I don't. That's fine, we can hook that up to the power as well. So everything needs to be hooked up to power. And power is made currently by leaves. So the more leaves you have, the more power you have, the more things you can get. So right now it's a very leaf-based game. You know, I'm very limited by, in terms of automation, how many leaves and bits of wood. You can see I'm picking up wood as well as leaves. And you can turn wood into biomass as well. There's nothing stopping me from doing that. But it is very limited by my power production, and my power production is limited by the amount of leaves that I grab. Which I can then turn into biomass, which then is fuel, which is great. Now as time goes on, there will be more efficient fuels. I know for a fact that biofuel comes in I think the next level or 2 of hub upgrades. And once the hub is fully upgraded, you can then get kind of ascension perks. Is probably the best way of thinking about it. Is you unlock different things. How are we doing for biomass there? 187 left, that's fine. I want to actually grab some more iron out of here. So you can see this isn't a very slow moving game at the start. You know, I've been going for nearly half an hour and I'm still kind of doing various prep work. So I need 75 plus 8 is lots. 86 is plus 10, so, or plus 11, so we're good for the plates, which I can now pop into the hub terminal here. We're kind of good for the, well, we will be good for the cable, because I can just produce it here like this. And we need to now make some screws, which are made from iron rods. So I can just turn all the iron into rods, which can then be turned into screws, which can then be turned into iron plates, or reinforced iron plates. So let's put the reinforced plates in and the cable in and upgrade the hub. We've got a new email. Let's go back to conveyor belts and the level 3 hub. So can I then go for
new buildings and blueprints, which can be found in the build menu?
Can I now build conveyor belts? Oh sweet, conveyor belts are amazing because they are automation.
Upgrade, additional power, advice. When planning the
And you can see
buildings, note the placement
as we go along, this gets taller and taller and bigger, but it doesn't spread out at all.
Guarantees suboptimal performance.
And that was just a warning that yes, you can overload your power network, and if you do, it's not very good. it's not a good idea to potentially overload the power network. At all. Now, can I, at this point, build a miner level 1? No. Dang it. But that is going to do it for now. Hope you enjoyed some Satisfactory. It's a game that I'm really enjoying. It's only available on the Epic Game Store, which, you know, if you're not a fan of the Epic Game Store, that's your prerogative. I think it's really good. I think it's worth getting. Especially if you're into Factorio or buildy kind of games. It's, in a way, I guess, kind of Minecrafty in the way that it works. But it's definitely worth having a look at if you're into this style of game where it's kind of constant progression. There's always something to do and something that you want to get. But until next time, stay safe and goodbye.